Hello everyone, welcome to Target45. Today we are solving some of the digits problem using for loop, while loop and oops concepts. So we'll understand how to create a class, an object, methods, init, name and self. So let's understand this problem first. Let's say we have a number 123. How we are going to do this is we are going to calculate the sum of each individual digit, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. So let's start with defining a class. The class name is digit sum. Let this be an empty class. We need to start the execution of the program. So I'm writing this. What this line is doing here, underscore underscore name is a special built-in variable in Python that is set when a variable is run. When a Python file is run directly, underscore underscore name is set to main. If the file is imported as a module in another script, then this name is set to the module name instead of this. In this program, since we are running this script directly here, it is giving us output as main and the execution starts here. After this, what we have to do is we have to take the input from the user, that is using this input function. This input function by default return the output in the form of a string, so we have to convert it into int since we are dealing with the numbers. Now we have a number, we have a class, we have to create an object which is digit sum. Let's create an object by passing this number to the class. What happens when this number is passed to the class? We need to have an init method. We need to have an init method and we have to pass this number here. By default, the first parameter is self because we are referring that to the object. So we have to keep it as self and we have to take the number to the self dot number, saying that this number is the belongs to this object and it can be accessible anywhere in the methods of the class. So now we have an object created. Let's write a method. In Python, when we are defining the function inside the class, then it is called a method because it will be having object oriented properties. That is why we call it a method. So we are writing sum of digits method and the first parameter is self. Here the self refer to the instance of the class which is a current object. In order to identify object uniquely, we write self. Here if you see, this is a instance variable which belongs to the object, and here this is a local variable, and this block limit is only limited to this particular method and it cannot be used beyond this. Instead, if you see this is an instance variable and can be accessed anywhere in the methods inside the class. That is a speciality of the instance variable, and understanding the difference between the instance variable and the local variable is also important. And we are taking the number here. As I said, we can use the data attributes of the object in this method directly using the self dot number. That is why I am taking the number. First we are solving using while loop. So what I am doing is I am checking if number is greater than 0. This is the basic condition. Condition is very important, otherwise it can go to infinite loop. And we are taking the last digit of the number. the last digit we can find by doing the modular division. We can get the last digit here, and we can get the total. Since we initialize total variable to 0 first, we have to add the total every time with the digit. Every time we get the last digit of the number. So that is why we are taking the last digit and adding it to the total. After adding the total, we need to find the last number. That is, we have 123. At first we have got the digit as 3, then we need 2, right? For that, what we need to do here is we need to do the division. For that, we have to write like this. This removes the last digit and gives the rest of the number, that is 12. Again it will go to here and it will find 12 modulo division 10, and we get as 2. And again it will come to here and it will give us 1 this time, and again 1 modulo division 10 is 1, and we'll have 1 here, and now 1 divided by 10 is 0. That is why this condition now it won't work, and it will come out of this while loop and will return total. So this is how we solve this. Let's print it and understand if it is working as expected. We have not yet called any method using the object. So what is the name? Sum of digits okay, we need to print as well. If we don't print anything, we cannot display anything. So let's run this. Okay, 123. Yeah, see, this is how it is giving us a 6. In this way, we need to understand how to use self, and how to create a class, and how to create an object, and how to call the method from the object, and how to use the while loop. And now we have solved using while loop. We'll solve it using for loop. For underscore sum underscore digits. So here what we'll do is, again we need to take the total variable initialized to 0, which is local to this particular block. What I'm doing here is, while using for loop, I am converting the number to string. Let me print the digit. You will understand how it is taking each time. So here I'll call, and we'll copy paste this. I'll copy paste this, and instead we need to add 4 as well. So let's run it. 1 2 3. See, 1 2 3. This is string. This digit here is a string. So what we have to do here, instead of adding total with the string, we need to convert this digit to integer, and then we have to add to the total. Total plus equal to, we have to convert it into int, and we have to add it. So we are doing this, and by doing this we can get the expected answer. Now this total is integer and this digit is also integer, and we are getting what we are expecting, and we are doing here the conversion, converting string to integer. We did the same thing here also, this conversion, string to integer. In this way we have solved the sum of digits problem using both for loop as well as the while loop. This is very simple. The execution starts here, and we'll take the number, and then we create the object, and then we'll go here. In the class we have init method. The init method is initialized when the object is created, and we have one instance variable, that is self.number, and we can use all instance variables or instance methods using this self. This self refers to the instance of a class. Here, this object, it refers to the object it is currently working upon. So we can access all the instance variables of that particular object. So we are using that number, and we are solving using both for loop as well as the while loop. So that's it for today. If you have any doubts in this, please kindly comment in the comment section. And if you still have not subscribed to Target 45, please do that as well. Thank you.